Thank you, Shop Gremlin. I see that link has been posted to Patreon. I know it's a little bit early. I know probably no one other than Shop Gremlin's here right at this exact second. So I'm turned on about, I've started the stream about 20 minutes early, 25 minutes earlier than normal, because I'm going to need to leave like an hour and a half before I typically leave. There's something that's come up this afternoon that's timed, need to go get to it. It's the only chance I got to get to go to it. So what do? I'll stream as much as I can until I gotta leave. That's what I'll do. Let's see. Well, my audio might be a little high. Let's turn that down. So today, I did invite Felicia. I did remind her repeatedly that, hey, I was planning on doing it today. And then I started letting her know that, oh, hey, I'm going to be cutting this off real short. I'm going to be having to end the stream at about 12:30 instead of the typical 2:10. So she may not show up today. I didn't hear back from her. I don't expect her to be here because it's such a shorter stream today. But that does mean that I'll probably end up doing a solo stream next week, I would imagine, just to try and get the last little bits done, if at all possible, with whatever's left. Although next week, if I'm lucky, and within the next hour, if I actually shut up and start working on it, I can get at least one pack with the hinge added to it and have it attached to the motherboard. I agree with Stupid Monkey. The first time we put the packs on, we probably should play the Ghostbusters theme. I think that's a fantastic idea. I also agree with Treg the Viking. These are comments that were made on Discord. I'm really worried about if I do that, will I get a copyright strike or a copyright issue on, which I probably won't, right? Especially if we play it off of our phones or something else that's a little, and talk over it, probably be okay. So the two things that I have interest in is waiting for Felicia to try the packs on. I really think that the two of us should try them on for the first time together. I don't want to put one on without her here, even though it's test fitting, right? So I want to do that. And then there's the whole process of having to attach the wands to the pack, and Ralph's loving V-hooks that he's been patiently waiting like well over a year to see. And that's one that I'm a little concerned about putting it on before we've, gotten a few things squared away. I can probably just sort of guess on where the wand needs to go attached to the pack and what kind of angle it should be at. But I kind of want to only drill one set of holes into that piece of wood if I can. The V-hook is aluminum. It's going to be attached to the pack, going through the foam. That's the way it's going to work. Into a piece of MDF that I've got glued inside, so it'll actually be able to grip the MDF. MDF is multi-density fiber board, I think. If Treg's watching, he'll let me know if I'm saying it right. But basically, it's a type of plywood that's made out of glue and sawdust. So I would like to minimize the number of holes I put into that material. Having like one or two extra isn't going to be that big of a deal, but still, just indulge me. So today, I need to finish up the last little bit of that electronics board thing. There's an electronics board that goes inside that had to disassemble in order to get the batteries put on correctly. And so did that, but there's one that was having trouble getting to, so I need to try and get to that one on both packs. And then we should be good to go. Last week, actually, come here. Shop Grumman did give me a hand with getting, can't get a hold of the battery. It fell between all the components. Shop Grumman did give me a hand with getting all of the electronics installed into the Proton Pack. So it is fully installed. Is there any kind of shot that has a shot? It is fully installed inside. The motherboard's been put back in place. You can see the 9-volt attachment, which is over here, has been, well, anyway, it's been soldered. It's in there correctly, and I've got my 9-volt holder that we glued in last week as well up here in the corner. Wow, I'm really not doing good. So anyway, all that's there, but there is one little brass bolt. There it is. That was being a pest and not easy to put in. So I kind of want to try and get that one put in. And then what's going to be interesting is in order to put these hinges on, did get the hinges. In order to put the hinges on, this was a piano hinge. I actually cut, it was a like 48-inch hinge for like $15 at Home Depot. But they're made in such a way that I can take an abrasive saw and just cut them down to length. So I cut these down to about 14 inches. In order to put this onto the other backpack, I'm actually going to need to trim a little bit of wood off of the secondary motherboard. So when the hinge opens up, there's clearance for the pack to go past the other piece of wood, because there's no edge on this that's actually square to each other except this upper corner. And so what I want to do is put the hinge here, right? So when the pack opens up from, you know, but what I don't want to do, and you can barely see it from this angle, is I don't really want to have the hinge poking out. I would rather have this hinge be behind the motherboard, so the silhouette of the pack, for those of us who really want to overly care about such things, will still remain correct. But to have this hidden behind it, this point sticks out beyond the hinge, and this point here sticks out beyond the hinge. So these two pieces will collide ever so slightly with the other pack. So I'm going to need to cut the other pack down a little bit, the other motherboard, just to accommodate this. It'll just allow the pack to open wider, which is going to be, why else do it if the pack can't open up enough, right? If you can't open the thing up, it's just, anyway. But I'm not there yet. What I'm trying to do right now, door opened, door closed. Dan's here. That's right, I forgot Dan was going to come by. Whoop, hello. I had forgotten about Dan said he wanted to come by, and I said, yes, please do. That'd be great. And even though I went out of my way to tell Felicia that Dan's not here. Actually, probably ending the stream early today. That's
fine.
I can't remember. There's a thing up in Del Paso that's giving away supplies, and wanted to go because they're giving away batting and foam and a bunch of other stuff. And that starts at 1 o'clock and it ends at 2 o'clock.
Oh, geez.
So,
yeah.
Okay. So unfortunately, in order to get there from here, probably leaving at about 12:30. And yeah, I'm really sorry.
No, that's fine.
Okay. Hey everyone, Dan's here. You can hear him,
Hello.
right? Yeah, good.
Yeah, I ran some errands before I came here.
Oh, okay, good. So doing multiple things.
Yeah. So what I miss?
Pretty much explain that. Pretty much explain why I started a little bit early than normal, because I plan on leaving earlier than normal. And what I was trying to do today. And I think that's about it. And now I'm just trying to get, is that on there enough? It's probably on there enough.
Actually getting it attached on there.
Yeah, actually trying to get the bolt attached to the piece of wood inside of here without hurting any of the soldered leads. Yeah, because the whole back of the green board is exposed, and so I don't want to scratch anything. But I don't have it powered, so I shouldn't be shorting it.
Nope.
Put that in. This should go here. Like that. Yeah, there's wire. I really don't care too much about the wire being wild. I'm grateful I've got enough that I can pull it out and work with it. Okay, and then it's here, right? Well, that's a good sign. Always a good sign when it turns on and does the glowing thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always when it works.
Yeah, when it works, that's nice. Okay, so that's one. That's what we wanted to do with the electronics, and it just didn't get it finished previously.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Thank you.
Seeing it in person.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
the electronic bits.
Oh,
I'm scared.
Oh, not again.
Hi, Bean.
Bean's here.
I hear the jingling.
Here's the jingling of bean, and Felicia's here.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
We do have a full house.
How are you guys doing?
Pretty cool.
Good, good. I've been here for, I don't know, 5 minutes.
5 minutes, yeah, exactly.
Pretty much got here.
I did start the stream. It is going because I was planning on ending it early. Hopefully you got those texts.
So we're live? Yes.
We're live right now,
When
yeah.
are we ending it?
Probably about 12:30, 12:40.
Okay.
Up in Del Paso, there's a place. It was on Instagram. I can't remember the name of the place now, but
Beans running.
I feel like he's doing it on purpose. I love
could
you,
be.
Bean, but
Where have you been? I haven't seen you tonight.
I think it's called the Crafting Closet, and they are cleaning house. They're giving away supplies like foam and batting and spray paint and fabric and
for why?
because they are a free creative space and they need to just clean some house. I don't know if they're closing or what, but.
Okay.
But that's up, up off of Del Paso Boulevard.
Right.
It's from 1 to 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so he wants to make their free stuff, free material.
Well, the foam and batting is what got the interest.
Right? Crafting can get expensive. Free
Right.
is free.
And I like you saying, okay, so I'm kind of curious what
What?
you have an intonation to it that makes me feel like,
We've been losing a lot of craft stores lately, is just what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
It's just like, really? Like, that's what it is. It's just pattern companies have gone under. It
Right.
doesn't really directly affect me, but it affects those around me.
for sure. Now, of course, if you guys wanted, I could just leave and you could finish up the stream. The two of you.
You just already want to get out of here, don't you?
No, I don't. I'd really like to get this going. It's a major conflict of interest for me. I have a lot of interest in getting the pack done. Stupid Monkey had a lot of interest in seeing us trying the packs on with the Ghostbusters theme playing. And I think all that's a great idea, but
Not today.
I don't know if I can in an hour.
No. We still have hinges to add.
Right, which you've got one in your hand, so I've got
V-hooks to
plans on
add.
it. V-hooks to add, which I did talk about that.
I
I've got-
see that there's screws there now.
Yeah, well, these are decorative, unfortunately, because they were on the pack. The V-hooks go not here, go on this side.
Yeah, that's right. But those are two things that are very important. And also
Right.
the Alice packs.
And the Alice packs, right? The Alice packs need to be put together. Now, the Alice packs could happen. We could get them onto the Alice pack today. But one of the things that we finally got done is got the motherboard installed, got the proper wiring set up for the batteries, so the batteries actually have soldered permanent wiring.
I actually have batteries in?
We actually I made a battery box so they will stay in place.
That's impressive.
I think we did
I
this when
haven't
you
been
were
here in
here.
a bit, right?
We got a power supply put on the front.
Not while I was here.
Not while you were here. So
Nope,
the power
that did
supply.
not.
Okay.
Or it was a long time ago and I've forgotten.
Maybe it wasn't while you're here. I've been doing this every weekend for a few weeks now. So
It's my birthday month. I've been out of there.
good for you. Happy birthday, Felicia.
Thank you.
So and I can't remember who, if it was Lewis or Bryce, but somebody had suggested that was a good place to put it. It was very similar to a spot where that may or may not have been on one of the packs, but having it on the front of the pack was just easier.
And it's done.
And it's done, yeah. So made a hole, had a piece of plywood. I could mount the switch in, mounted the switch. It's done. Both are the same. Yeah, there's the other one glowing too.
Okay, they are light lit. Wow, we
They are
have
like
some
lit.
bells.
Yeah, we have some bells. Still have not ordered a bitty boomer.
A bitty boomer.
So here's something I haven't really done yet.
That's okay.
I might need your help.
There's still enough space that you could throw an iPhone in there and it still
Oh,
makes
for
the
sure.
same noise. So it's like the same concept.
And it looks like they're going in the same direction. Well, I was trying to set them up so one went clockwise and one went...
Turn one off and on again to match the blue lights. Time it. Close. There you go.
Have to wait for it to come around.
Oh, you're doing the blink, the red lights too?
Oh, I was only looking at the red light,
Oh.
sorry.
That's close.
Oh well, they're both going anti-clockwise. I thought hey, it's
Yeah.
just tape. We can always retape one, but
Right,
whatever.
we can just label them 1, 2, 3, 4. And
I
then
did
just-
do that, yeah.
You can make them with crisscross and just bug the hell out of the
It's behind the
purists.
tape, but yeah, exactly. So yeah,
Okay,
we
there.
got the V hooks would have to go here. The other thing that I did get done, which I'm not sure if you were here for that either, is I've got the secondary.
Backpacks.
Got the secondary motherboard attached to the Alice frame.
Okay, no
Again.
pop joints, just...
No pop joints. I had a number of guys say, "Don't do that. Don't drill it." So okay. Oh, and actually, we do have to take these apart because we need to change these out. Everyone said
that's going to stab you in the
that's
back?
going to stab you in the back. Yeah. So those.
That's
need
the
to...
first thing I saw. I was like, oh, that looks pokey.
I was thinking that maybe we would miss, but I guess not.
I hear you're into acupuncture. Accurately punctured.
Accurately puncture.
You can cut those down too.
I could, but actually went out and bought
small ones.
the flathead Phillips, so they're 1 inch instead of 1.25 inches,
Okay.
and they're countersunk.
Yeah, that's at least 1.25 inches.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that's what the package said.
Yeah.
So the two things I need to do is, need to disassemble all this. The other concern I had, which I did talk about a little bit earlier, was with the piano hinge, there's no total flat side on this, that when it opens up, the two motherboards aren't going to hit each other. So I need to cut a little bit off of this one to give it clearance to open up enough.
Okay. I feel like I need to see that.
Sure.
But I understand what you are telling me.
Okay.
Like,
It's one of those, it would probably open up
enough.
almost 90 if we didn't, but if we do it, it should open up past 90. And that's kind of what I want to do.
No function.
And the other thing, it would be easy enough to put the hinge beyond the edge, right? So if the hinge stuck out beyond the profile, it would open up without a problem.
Like piping?
Yeah, like piping. Yeah.
Then it's too obvious and it's sticking out and then it's ugly.
Even
Even if you trim it out, then will it be as obvious to you?
Probably not after 5 minutes, but beforehand, I feel like I would really rather have it hidden than have, oh, there's a hinge. If that, makes any sense at all.
No, I completely get it.
Okay.
Did you cut this down?
I did. It was a 4-foot piano hinge I picked up at Home Depot. It was like $15. So nice and affordable.
Made 2?
And I got 2. There's that one, and then there's this one as well. And those are the screws that it came with. Although those were a little long, so I also bought some really tiny little number 4 wood screws because we're only going into, a little bit of material.
Not quite a full piano bench.
No, not quite a full piano bench anymore. But it's just that style of hinge. The continuous hinges generally get called piano hinges.
When it's not too heavy, where those screws are tiny, or we'll just like rip them off.
Right.
Tiny.
Well, it's one of those, there's enough space to put, seven? 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on each side of the hinge. So 14 screws total. So I'm hoping the attrition, that's the right word, right?
Well, we're not really planning on fighting real ghosts, so hopefully it'll stand up to the abuse
There is that.
of walking around a con, which is even harder.
Yeah, that is more abusive.
Walking around a con is certainly more abusive.
Because
Yeah.
that's physical.
To your
Ghosts
costume, yeah.
Most of the time aren't. So
May I have the crescent wrench?
Yes, of course. There you go.
Thank you.
Hey, your bucket's back.
My bucket's back.
It's been back, but I actually
Right. But
appreciate that it's no longer missing. Because that was weird. Things not worth it looking exactly the same, and then one thing being missing, and you're like, why does this feel weird?
Because
The Twilight Zone.
I've ran into similar issues with the chair for Nan's missing.
Like we're in a completely different set, but it looks exactly the same. But the littlest differences, and you're just like, you go to reach something, and it's like over an inch, and you're like, why is it all off?
Yeah, where's my planishing stake? I know I had, it's in a box now, Odin. Oh, great. Come on, let go.
Somewhere.
But hey, SAC Anime is coming up in 2 weeks. I'm pretty excited about that.
oh yeah.
Always a lot of fun.
So with that and it being, sorry, I'm off camera. You're just throwing off to the
It's the disembodied voice of God.
Yep.
Talk to me, Dan God.
You're doing it wrong.
Oh, damn it. You're just like my father. Anyway.
I got your father. Who is Odin's father?
It's one of those things I should look up.
Yeah.
Balder was his
Yeah,
brother.
who's your dad?
Yeah, John. But
So yeah, I was saying because it's the 30th anniversary of the Gundam Wing series.
ah,
I was thinking of fashioning my stance and maybe put the suit in a pose of some kind.
oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I was even like being ambitious, making it so it's flying.
Okay.
So
Stuffing
I
it
may
with
have to
cool
put
noodles.
I may have to put. If I do that, I'll put something around it so they can't touch it, because down it will go.
Right.
I don't know. I'll see what I can do, because I have the shoulders and elbows on movable joints already.
Well, that's just where the hinge is, right?
No,
So-
at first I was like, that's not marking anything. It just
It's
the
just
light. Yeah.
really.
Kind of see it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not easy to see. It's an old silver Sharpie, so it makes an old silver Sharpie line.
Right. I hate that.
No, even the black Sharpies or whatever, I can still see them. Especially
Yeah.
the Sharpie, because it's like.
It's like purple black.
It sits on top of the paint.
There's that too, yeah.
It does not mix in.
Okay, so if I go from
Mark, marks, marker, mark.
this point up here to this point down here, then they can both be the same, and that gives me a reference point. So the what I'm looking at, can we even see here? So we have these faceted ends on the rounded part of the packs, and if I go from this corner of so the first facet here, right? So flat side this, and then on up to this little notch here on our motherboard.
Yeah, so faint, but there's a
Yeah,
notch.
so faint, but there's a notch there. If I can kind of get the glint, but I won't
I can
stop
see
long
it.
enough for it to happen. You're in the room, Dan.
Shut up, Dan.
Shut up, Dan. So up here.
Yeah.
So if I do that on both packs, I have a visual place to draw my lines, and that'll be fine to hide the hinges in the way that I'd like to, because it would make me happier, even though it's a little more work. And if I completely fail, then off camera I'll cut another motherboard, because I'm only cutting this one, not the one that's got all the work on it.
Okay.
That's kind of the benefit of making two of the same. One is your experiment, your test piece.
Yeah.
Figures things out.
It makes you do it twice no matter what, mentally.
Right.
But in the end, one will always be better than the other.
But
Yeah.
the thing is we keep switching them, so one's maybe better at this, but it's better at a different thing.
Yep. And the idea of first try, second try, prototype, final product. That's 100% what SKS Props does. He will. He'll make a version. Actually, I should go this way, right? Because otherwise, I'm hitting the table. He'll make a prototype version. So like with, we really saw that with the Dragon Ball armor. He made his prototype armor, figured out what all the cuts were going to be, made his pattern, and then using his pattern made his finished Dragon Ball armor that had all the perfect cuts and everything went together the way he wanted to. And then he realized, I can still paint the prototype one. Instead, he did battle damage on it and did the,
Right? That's why I always keep my, they have so many different names. They call them twills, twalls, muslins, those mock-ups.
Oh, the mock-ups, right?
Because it's still a garment. And
Yeah.
it's still, I put a lot of work into it, but no, it's not appropriate to wear as regular clothing. But battle damage, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Or it can become your stunt costume.
That's okay. Like I was figuring one pattern out, and it became my Tinkerbell costume. It became the pink dress. It became this other dress. Like I made multiple outfits, and my mock-up was the Tinkerbell costume that I made out of an old green screen.
Okay. Right.
Because it's cheap fabric, and I was like, figuring it all out.
In the 90s, when I was working for Play Incorporated, Carl Miller would constantly do the green screen demo for the unit. And he would often joke about the fact that it was chroma key green. He didn't really talk about the technical aspects for why it was chroma key green. He would just simply say, and we use this green color because nobody wears this color. And at the time, nobody really did. Like one person did, right? And he actually saw that. Well, except for you. But I've seen so many dresses, tops, blazers in a perfect chroma key green in the last year. In fact, I just did some interviews down in LA where person A wore a chroma key blazer and green, and person B wore a chroma key blue blazer. And there was a thing where I had to erase in the background, and they had to walk behind her. So instead of doing this mat where I'm following her shoulder the whole time in order to do, like, somebody walked by, we didn't want anybody walking by, so I took an earlier part of the video, cut a little window out, set it over there so nobody goes into the door in the background. But their shoulder was going over this mat, so either I have to trace it, because the legs of the person walking goes right behind her shoulder. I either had to trace it by hand for each frame, or I pull a key off of her perfect blue blazer and lay that over the mat, and oh look, that's fine.
Modern problems require modern solutions.
So I'm going to turn the bandsaw on and just cut this really quick.
Okay.
And
hey, you have it unburied. I'm impressed.
I've got it unburied.
How
and
long?
then when I come back, we'll go live. So we can go live for an hour.
Oh, live with everybody?
Yeah.
Welcome, people. We got Steve D here saying good evening, all.
If you want, camera 2 is pointed over here, but you're just going to see my back.
Okay, camera 2, and cut.
Hello!
Odin's back!
Over here.
And that's how Odin's back.
That's how Odin's back. Yeah, I'll be able to fit this way. I need to plug it in. Plugging it in is going to help a lot.
Don't worry, we're all watching.
Yeah, I know.
At least we're not live yet. We will be soon.
Yeah, but everyone in the future is going to be able to enjoy my backside.
Just tell them you'll be right back.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Brought to you by viewers like you.
Or turning his back on his fans.
Yeah, that too. Hi, Bean.
I think he got tired of me smooshing him. I felt bad. But he finds like the right spot that I am about to stand on and says, my paw goes there.
My paw goes there, yep.
So are you going to do a hauling video of all the stuff you get from this free crafting?
You know.
Do a short.
Do it short.
Just an unboxing. Let me see what Odin's like.
Yeah, could. I wasn't really planning on that, but yeah, we could. And you just, hey, this is what we got. What's going to be funny is we'll come back. What did we get? A story. This is going to be a bunch of stuff we don't want. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, it might get loud.
So I didn't take off much. It was just, it's now the arrow from Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, Dan died. No, please don't.
And now,
Don't.
do we have to paint that edge, or is it going to be
It should be blacked.
Sharpie? No.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Ryobi pen.
Black paint pen.
Tape.
I would do it if it was a matte paint. A good gaff tape would be great, but because it's shiny, puff paint would work better.
Puff paint will work better. Okay, well.
Not that we have puff paint. I'm just.
We can add
Sharpies.
No, I can grab a Sharpie, but you're talking about paints and everything else. We can do that. That can happen after the fact.
You have the actual paint later, so.
Yeah, I've got the actual. I can just add more creature cast to it.
So it's still technically hanging over the edge, but it's not poking out past where
But it's
the
not
edge should
poking
be.
out past the. Yeah, it shouldn't
Yeah.
be poking. I broke the piece up. Correct. It's still hanging out past the edge of this, but it shouldn't be hanging out past the edge of the profile.
Yeah, the actual top people.
And it might a little bit, but it shouldn't.
And if you guys notice, we're just going to say thank you for noticing.
Yeah, at this point.
Our craftsmanship.
We'll put a little extra...
gaff tape over it. Just cover it up.
Yeah, well... I was thinking rub and buff.
What's going on?
Switch cameras.
Did we switch cameras?
Yeah, run one.
Still...
Hi!
Yeah, this is the one we're actually looking at, program.
Yeah.
Oh, program.
Yeah, this is the one that is about to be on. If you wanted to push cut, it goes to that one.
Hi!
But, yeah.
Hi! Or you can hit auto and it'll dissolve.
Oh, look it! We have like bells and whistles on the live stream. So you dotted it.
I dotted it because what I was doing by dotting it
is marking out where all the dots are.
Marking out where all the dots are, all the holes are, and with the way the hinge is made against a green background, or with my hands, you can see that all the holes line up on both sides, right? That way, now in theory, I could take this motherboard, lay it against the other motherboard pack, take a fine little drill bit, and put a drill hole in each one of these silver dots, and I can actually mark both packs at the same time. In theory!
Look at you using your noggin. Question.
Yes.
I thought you were going to mark the other one. Sorry, never mind. Different question.
Oh, I'm only worried about it matching up between the two packs.
That makes way more sense. Okay.
Yeah, the other one also isn't even cut yet.
But you already have the laser file, so it's just kind of a...
Oh, no, it's cut. It's on the ground down there. So it
has a big cut, too.
I haven't taken it to the bandsaw yet.
This piece. All right.
Yeah.
I will start stripping it down so that we can get over there. I'm just kind of letting you do your thing, so I'm not...
No, you're fine.
Accomplished.
And you are... Oh,
It's okay.
I had this one.
Thank you.
And I had this one.
Thank you.
That's all I really used.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of clamps on so this doesn't slide around a whole lot if I can. Where else can I put a clamp on this thing? I can't!
Right here.
Oh, right here? Okay, good. That's fine. 2 points. That makes me happy. 1 point is a pivot.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Ira 51 saying, "Hey guys, just popping in to say hi from GalaxyCon."
Right on. Hello, Aria 51, and happy birthday weekend.
Yes, happy birthday.
I'm not sure if yesterday specifically was Aria's birthday, but I know that there was an event at 7 Stars in San Jose.
Yeah, I think that was yesterday.
Okay.
I accidentally closed
Please
out.
say thank you.
Oh.
Can't wait to see Stompy.
Yeah, Stompy's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
So my pilot holes are what, a 1/16. It's one of the smallest drill bits I have in my basic drill kit. This should be a tiny enough pilot hole that it's not going to be an issue for either the screws that came with the piano hinge or the little ones that I purchased. And a couple of these are going to need to have some Dremel work done to them and be ground down because they're going to go through. Probably should get my finger out from behind it.
He says,
but then how else will you know that it's gone all the way through?
Yeah, right.
He says, "I have repairs that need to be done." LOL. That's usually what happens first time you bring such a huge suit.
Yep.
And then that's when you find out like all the points and stuff.
Yeah, that's a failure point. All right.
I remember when I finished the Death Scythe, I actually wore it around for a bit at home to see if anything would happen.
Yep, that's why I call myself a method costumer, because I always try on the outfits like, how are you going to move in this? How is this going to be breathing? Because many a times it's like, let's do birds on 100-degree weather days, you know?
That's what the schedule was, yeah.
But cons, it's always like, it feels like bird day on 100-degree weather day in Sacramento.
Okay, let me...
Am I in the way? Sorry.
I'm only going to sneak around you a little bit here.
let people into the chat.
Yeah, sorry.
Forgot I was on a box.
Oh, that sucks. I'm not trying to push you off your off your box. Public. Done. Playlists with Ghostbusters and live streams and done. And save. I have repairs. Oh, did I not pop it out? I thought I popped it out.
It did pop out, but then I accidentally put the Proton Pack on top of the mouse, and something happened.
And it clicked. Okay, that makes sense.
And so then I at least restored the chat.
Yeah. Oh, so yesterday was literally his birthday. Okay, that's cool. Oh, 4 hours of first time full wear. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Blew out your ankle on the costume, right? The mounts inside holding the chest lights came off. Battery mounts came off. Tore a handle as I took it off. Yeah, that sounds like a big costume.
That reminds me of my very first time while wearing my suit. Well, I wore it to show my family, and I took 2 steps, and it was concrete and grass. I knew about the transition, but my left ankle didn't give a shit. It just buckled. It looks bad. It's one of my most viewed shorts.
Of course it is. It's a point of failure. Everyone's like, "Oh, this is
terrible."
Great. I'm sorry.
Like, I busted my ankle on it, but in reality, my foot slid out of the shoe.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
But it looks bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's very hard to walk in basically flippers.
Yeah.
Because you are adding to the toe of your shoe and you're adding to the platform of your shoe.
Yep.
And so you are basically walking around in flippers.
In flippers. Yeah, absolutely.
And you have to change your gait.
I think I talked about this a lot. May I have one of the red packages? Right by. Yeah.
Si, senor.
Thank you, senorita. Working with the Department of Water Resources, they have to go up and do the snow survey, which means we go up in snow to measure how much snow is on the mountain. Gives us an idea of how much water we're going to have for the rest of the year. It's a thing in California. So a big deal they made with taking this job was, are you able to walk in snowshoes? And they brought it up so many times about what a big deal it is to walk in snowshoes. You're going to be carrying equipment, carrying a camera, doing all this stuff. Can you? It's like, well, I never have, but I've done all sorts of costume things, so I'm not worried about it. As soon as I put them on, oh, these are Godzilla feet, and I didn't have a problem. Because it wasn't any different than walking around in Godzilla feet.
Yep.
Well, the benefit with your suit is your feet are still on the ground.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And similar with snowshoes, because you're just standing on a little bit of mesh.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
just dispersing.
Yeah, it's just dispersing with that long weird stick behind you.
Yeah.
So you can't back up at all.
No.
But
Yes. This is where you have to show your respect for school mascots who do like gymnastics and dancing and other stunts.
Yes.
I have respect for those in Vegas where it's friggin' hot and they're in a full fursuit.
Yes.
Even the superheroes, because that's a full body suit.
Yeah, it can be a challenge wearing costumes.
I think this came up before as well. Detail I love with shooting the new scenes for the special edition of Star Wars. Okay, questionable choice, but it happened. When they went out to the desert and did new Stormtrooper scenes, they got Marines to play the Stormtroopers because they figured they were the only ones they could handle wearing Tupperware in the desert.
That's smart.
Yeah. And of course, the guys, the jarheads, loved it.
Forgot about those guys.
Alright, let's see.
Put things down.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Brent
We got
Schaefer.
Sorry. Got Brent Shafter saying hello or hi.
We got who?
Brent Schaefer.
Brant
Schaefer?
And
hi! Yeah, we went live, and I actually forgot to say hello, everyone, and welcome to the live portion of the really short Odin Makes a live stream. We've got about an hour, and then I'm going to have to sign off in order to run off and try and go do something else that may or may not pan out. And it just happened to be that from 1 to 2 o'clock in California time was the only time this thing was happening. So we're quickly trying to get some hinges put on, and I will probably stream again next week. I haven't decided if it's going to be Patreon, Discord only, or if I'll just do a full-on live stream. Might depend a little bit on what Felicia's doing.
Oh, I'm not going to be here next week.
So it'll probably be just Discord only.
I'm going to be in Napa.
Going to be in Napa. Oh, excellent. Yeah. Good for you.
I'm going there tomorrow.
Nice.
Well, why don't you just hang out and wait? She'll be there next week.
Scheduled.
Oh, you're assigned. But then in 2 weeks is Sac Anime.
And those is when we need to have these done by then.
I like
So
to have
I
these
can't
done
speak.
by then.
Yeah.
It's okay. Even if, I have admitted to myself that, little things took longer than I wanted to, or because it seemed like we should get done, and realistically we kind of are.
Like,
if
I feel
the
like we
wands
could be
aren't
done
attached,
enough to, like, play dress up. I'm just saying. It's a costume.
I still think we can get the wands attached pretty quickly.
Yeah, we have V-hooks
Yeah.
that are solid. Metal cast. Thanks to
Ralph Morick, who's right here in chat right now. We might be able to get one stuck on today, which would be really kind of cool.
Right? I think I tightened this and now I have to go back and loosen it.
Oh, I hate when I do that. And I do that a lot.
Because I'm like, this is my left. Aren't I? No, I was just using my left hand to turn it.
What I do a lot, I will unscrew something and it works great. I go to the other side and I do the mirror of it.
That's what I was doing. That's why I got the other side off and then I'm like, why is it?
Why? What? Yep. So
Yep.
there's 4 of these screws we'll have to take an abrasive to and drill the points off of because they came through.
They stabbed all the way through. Okay.
Stabbed all the way through. But that was just because that's... At least I got 2 layers of 1/8 inch or like 2.4 millimeters, so it's about 5 millimeters worth of plywood here. So there's
Kinda looks
enough
badass
to grip.
with the spikes sticking through, but
It's like a shitty rock 80s rock and roll. Oh wait, it is shitty 80s.
you can add some studs to the top of
We
it.
add some studs to the sides here. This is your anti-grab-it strip.
Don't
okay.
touch my pack.
Yeah. I pity the fool.
What are you looking for?
The
Yeah.
piece that I set down. I'm going to move these so I can find them.
Yeah.
Adventures of Alex Stoner. saying,
Sweet.
Hey Odin, how you doing today? Hi Felicia, how are you?
Hello, Alex Stoner. Doing pretty good.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Como te livo?
And Ralph is in chat. Boy, good day Odin, Felicia, and chat.
Hello, Ralph.
Hello,
Hopefully
Ralph.
we'll get to the V-hooks today. Goals.
Goals. Well, if we don't try to mirror the packs constantly.
Like if we don't do one and then the other.
Yeah, we don't do one and then do all the same steps to the other, like we just focus on this one.
Okay.
We might be able to. The issue is we may not have...
We would only have one done pack.
Yeah.
All right, let's mirror.
Okay.
Let's just get it done. We're only
Well,
11:38,
fully mirror, they'll
so
make
we're
it
not bad.
open on the other side.
Right.
That reminds me of wall-mounted server Rex.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Open it for maintenance and
Yep.
servicing. And,
It's exactly what this is ended up being.
yeah, that's the only reason for that is the service thing. So
Now, something else I thought about, I'm sure we're going to end up needing, is the hinge has thickness, right? It's 3 or 4 millimeters thick. So might need to trace some, basically weather stripping.
I was gonna say.
So when it shuts,
I was thinking we could just do a thin
yeah,
foam.
just do a thin foam.
yeah, so on
Weather
like
stripping,
rattle
basically.
around as well when it's closed.
Right.
I
Light
wonder
leaks,
if we
things
could
like
get away
that.
with like getting like a foam tape.
We probably could just get a foam tape. Just
Yeah.
go to
It'll just
the,
smoosh.
yeah,
Yeah.
get a lightweight, literally
Pre-sticky thing.
adhesive weather stripping. Yep, that would totally work. Don't have one here.
Hey, what do we
but
have that's free? That's also the next question. We have foam.
I got lots of
And you have contacts
craft
that
foam
match.
behind
Some-
you.
So there you go. It's free.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get some foam later. I think the hope is to get project foam, but you know, the couch foam type stuff.
Okay. Yep. Good place to go search for that is for upholsterers because they're constantly having to get rid of that stuff.
That's right.
So just FYI.
Just FYI, just go to an upholstery shop and say, "Hey, have you got any scrap you don't care about?"
You can even call them beforehand, but be offered to go pick it up.
Right.
Might be as a kindly of a mooch as you can.
Exactly.
Be respectful.
Yes.
But also at the same time, there's a lot of waste in the industry and it needs a place for recycling. So people are constantly looking to see what they can do to not have excess waste. That's all from this pack.
Yeah, I'm just trying to set them sort of aside.
Not lose them as
Not
much as
lose
possible.
them as much as possible. All right, well.
Here, I'll put them all in its little baggie. Got one hinge.
This one is now hinged.
The other one's unhinged.
The other one is currently unhinged, yes. Very much so, 100% accurate. All right, well, that was step one.
And hey, I like it. It looks too legit to quit, and I'm not angry about that hinge. It just looks like more blended in technology.
It is just more blended in technology, but I did get what I wanted where that's not
from
going to be
the front, from the side, you're not going to know that
from the front you can't see it. It doesn't interrupt the profile from the front.
I see what you're talking about the foam gasket.
Right, you can see there. You can see my head through it.
A little bit of space.
There it is.
So I don't know if I'm thinking too far ahead on this, but how will it stay shut?
You're not thinking too far ahead on that.
Okay.
How I want
Magnets. No, I'm teasing.
Magnets will work.
Yeah.
What I
Velcro.
It's handling this dress pretty well. What I wanted to do is the thing that we've been talking about for a very long time, and use the pop-it thing.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, we actually get to use those?
Yeah.
I thought that was a no-go. I like the fidgetiness of that, but I think Velcro would be the easiest.
Velcro is 100% going to be the easiest.
And it's going to hold, like, really strong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would.
And it'll be fun trying to take it apart because it feels like you have to rip it off.
Every time.
Yeah. Every time. So the button side I was going to put into the thin piece of plywood, which ends up being against our back.
But it's not stabby, so that's good.
But it's not stabby. No, it's low profile, so I don't think that's going to be an issue.
And your back's not going to accidentally pop it because the button's protected.
It's depressed. It's recessed. But then, with the way this works, for those of us who don't quite remember, we got the button side, and then there's this post that's got threads on it, which...
Camera 3?
Sure. Yeah. I'm a little slow. Let me... There we go. So, yeah, because focus is perfect. So, trust me, these are threads that are out of focus. No, I can't move. So the head, which is like a little ball attachment, goes into it, right? And it has, there it is. It has flexibility. It's able to, it doesn't have to go in perfectly straight. So if it swings shut on a radius, it'll still click. And then by pressing the button, it just lets go. What I wanted to do...
And that is why we broke one last time I was here, because I kept doing that.
Playing with it, which is fine. Go ahead and switch over. So what I did last night was measured out this and cut myself out some squares of MDF. Laser cut them, of course. And so this can just fit through it. And what I did was cut out a series of 4 of these that can be glued together. So I don't know if we want to get rid of this thing so I get in focus. That'll make me so much happier. Camera 3 again, please.
3, cut.
So, hey, look, it's a screw in focus. So I've got 4 of these that stacking together makes them just about an inch in thickness, and I think this is going to be enough that we can glue it inside of the box of the pack, and then we can use the hardware that came with these screws to just mount it on either side of this 4. And to get us going on that, I had 2 other sets that I glued last night, so these should be all done as solid blocks now.
Look at you all prepared.
Tried to have enough that I could explain through it as well.
Yeah, this is the cooking show mentality.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is the cooking show mentality, absolutely. Which kind of need to do, and I'm going to be doing with KaboomCon in just a month.
You ready for that?
Nope. Personally, yeah, I'm looking forward to going, and I'm not worried about being there. What I'm not ready for is the workshop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, I know. It's the only thing to, yeah. I have started the project. I have not gotten it to a presentable point.
Okay, fair enough.
But, yeah. So it becomes my evening project for the next few weeks.
Well, I'm impressed with how far you've gotten on this.
Well, thank you.
Because I know I haven't been here.
Well, for the longest time, we were definitely trying to do this only on camera.
Right.
And yeah.
The point being that crafting takes a lot of effort and it's not just magic. And
right. And we just wanted to show this is, you
show
know,
the magic that you guys never get to see.
Right?
The boring, the ugly, the stupid, the waiting for the paint to dry.
The getting distracted and doom scrolling.
Exactly.
You know, I could be playing a game right now. I could be, yeah. I could be listening to Bean groan and whine in the background.
So that is the doohickey that goes in the thingamajig for
Correct.
the correct.
Correct. You want to go back to
Camera
3?
three?
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at this
So
doohickey.
this is the doohickey that I can glue 2 sides of this into the inside of the pack, and then this sticks up so when the door closes, it can catch onto that. And what I want to do is glue this in and maybe loosen it up a little bit so this can put a mark on the lid, and I know where to drill the pilot hole to put this through.
Nice. That's how I hang pictures.
Nice. And by adjusting the depth of where this goes, we can compensate for the fact that this is, you know, 12 millimeters deep, and so it'll need to set down inside, which also means that this point won't stick out from the back of the pack.
Velcro would be way easier, but I love this better.
Yeah, Velcro would be way easier, and it'd be done. Magnets would be way easier.
No, but I like this. It's fidgety.
Yeah, it's fidgety. Now, did I see a super chat?
Yes, you did. The Mighty Guitar Mods.
Wait,
for
there's only one. Okay. Go ahead, continue.
40, I guess, Canadian dollars.
What, really?
Mm-hmm.
Get yourself some pizza. What you gonna do when Odin Makes runs wild on YouTube?
On you.
Oh, runs wild on you.
Mania.
Okay. Oh, is it Odin Mania?
Yeah.
I'm trying to read with my glasses off. I'm sorry. Mighty Guitar Mods. Thank you. That's awesome.
That's a pizza.
That's a pizza. That is most appreciated.
That's a good question. DJ Stumpy, now that you have effectively a door on, is there room for a beer in there?
You know,
Yes.
yeah.
They have. Proton
I
Packs
would
have
say
cooling
that you could fit about a 6-pack if you're really ingenuitive, but I'm not, so I think I could fit 2.
And can the pack handle that weight?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I could see getting 4 in here at least.
Right? Like, I feel like if you really wanted to, you could make it happen, like, especially if you
Right.
used the bladder instead of cans. But
Oh, yeah. You want to use a bladder, yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, so we open the door, and it seems like we could probably get a couple cans in here. Could probably get a can in here. Could probably get a couple of cans up here.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a reasonable substitute. That's a little smaller.
That's a hand sanitizer.
It's a hand sanitizer. It's alcohol.
My coffee's too big though. I could not smuggle that in.
My spoon's too big.
But yeah.
So,
Good question, DJ Stumpy.
great question, DJ Stuffy. And so the other thing is we have this small hole here that was totally boxed in. I'm not quite sure why I boxed this one in. I don't think I had a
Yeah,
plan.
I saw that.
Oh,
We're laughing.
Ralph Moore says one of those USB powered fridges might fit.
Yeah.
Except for some of those pull more energy than an actual fridge. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Yeah.
So be careful if you buy those. Your power bill might go up.
And then Stephen Hall says, to be movie accurate, it needs to be Miller beer.
It's Miller time. Yes, that's right. So that's there. All right, this may not be the problem I think it is. Because
Okay.
this. Yep, that shouldn't be the problem I think it is. Okay.
Yep, because we have the.
Because we have a gap from the because the center point of my screw is
Big.
close enough. The center point of my screw is close enough to the hole here that the over the nut that holds the button on will probably impact the lower motherboard, which means we can just carve it with a knife or drop it again. Thank you, little fingers. But I think it's just gonna miss. So
I think we'll be fine.
I think we'll be fine. Yeah.
So once you get that mounted in
Sorry,
there,
I just
you can
wanted-
put
You're
something
fine.
on it, close the back on it, so it'll make a mark.
Exactly what I want to do.
and
Yeah.
center point.
And it give me my center point for where the button goes. And as much as I would like to just, wood glue this in, I'm not going to be able to do that and have it dry in any kind of, like, right now-ish sort of time frame.
Schultz says, measuring in beer is kind of something I do with my Danish friends, both for time and volume.
this backpack has the most space of all the backpacks at school, but I feel like you'd
Right.
still be the coolest kid in school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can't fit anything in it, but look.
Yeah.
Look what I have.
Look what I have.
It lights up.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Bean. I was
that
feeling
is-
something like cold on the back of my heel, going, what is
Oh.
that?
No
And that
stress.
is right up next to the strip. So it's going to take a little more. So it's one of those things I didn't know where it was going to fall. But so I'll just do this, and it's right up against that. So it is going to take a little bit of
Finagling.
with this. We just need to, grind a little bit of this down so this has clearance.
Right?
Yeah.
Pop it off. Pop it back
Yep.
on.
Pop it off. Might not have to pop it off. I might be able to
You
just get it. Yeah.
Problem solving.
Problem.
right?
Yep. I was like, that's right there. It should work. Oh no, it's not going to work. I mean, it is going to work. But... Hey, look at that. Dan's right. It printed. All right.
Nice stamp.
Now comes the fun part. Where? What is the thickness of this?
Your
Calipers.
calipers are there.
Monoguitar Mods, again, thank you very much. Appreciate the super chat.
Yeah, Mighty
3/4
Guitar
inch.
Mod is asking Felicia, how's the new sewing job?
It's going well. I actually got permission to get a laser cutter. So I have been doing research on different laser cutters and such, and to cut fabric, a lot of people use the CO2 lasers, and they have some really good fabric rigging systems with them. But in all reality, I feel like a diode laser is a better option.
Probably is.
Maybe for fabric?
Well, I feel like the biggest problem with the diode lasers is yours has the air assist, which blows things around.
Right.
But you can use magnets to hold the fabric
Yeah.
down on those honeycombs.
And the air assist that mine came with has a volume knob.
Yeah, you
So
can have
do-
it down. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be on full on. Which
I just like, it's air assist. 11, and let's go.
which is great for foam because I've caught that stuff on fire before.
Right.
But, now I have to digitize our patterns, and I got myself a whole lot more work, but it's like, good. You know what I mean?
Right.
Gave myself a lot more to do.
Give yourself a lot more to do. Give yourself a little more work. Give yourself a little bit of job security because you're going to become the laser expert.
Right? So now I have to become a laser expert. But, like,
Power tool noises.
safety first.
I am trying to go gently so I don't,
Break
blow
too
out
many
the back.
things,
Yeah.
but we're trying to, like, calibrate.
Oh, okay. That is that much in the way.
Just barely. But enough.
But enough. Okay.
So,
You're fine.
So DJ Stumpy has a question that is relevant to this and
Okay.
maybe to most all crafters. With this project taking a few years, what are your tips to stay motivated to get projects completed? I myself can go on a tangent.
deadlines.
Deadlines.
In all reality, that's the whole truth. I know for a fact we can get things done overnight if we have to. And
Yeah.
they still turn out freaking phenomenal. Like, we've built entire sets and broken them down. Like, it is what it is.
Right.
But if we had a deadline and a fire lit under our... But,
Yeah. Absolutely. Deadlines. So what would be a deadline for you guys? A con.
that's what there are. We gave ourselves an artificial deadline because we're like, how many years have we diddle-daddled this project?
Right. And honestly, if it wasn't this would be really cool to take to SAC Anime to hang up just to have there for the fun of it. We wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be trying to do extra little streams. I wouldn't be trying to get it done so it can go. It would just be, we'll have it done for Christmas.
Or, we'll have it done for this. Or,
Yeah, we'll have it done by the time Frozen Empire 2 comes out, you know?
But if you don't really have a deadline and you're trying to give yourself some actual motivation because, like, I want to make this costume, but I don't have anywhere that I'm going to wear it to yet, etc., 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 you can break it down into small senses of accomplishment.
Yeah.
Like, what can I work on in an hour or two that will just give me, like, the dopamine rush of finishing something?
Truth.
So, like, the more little bits you can accomplish of something, the bigger and more ambitious you get. Mm-hmm. My friend started diamond painting. She finished one, and then she did another, and they got bigger and better and crazier and insane, and then she's like, all right, I need a break.
Diamond painting.
Diamond painting, where you put, it's like cross-stitching, but instead of using X's, you put sparkles.
You're putting sparkles, okay.
And then
I'm thinking, you know.
That's basically what it is. Like,
right, but you're doing individuals as opposed to painting on a single diamond or painting a diamond shape onto a canvas.
Yeah. Okay.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. I've seen those kits.
I'm just saying crafting in general.
Yeah, no, it is.
You get that sense of accomplish and you like crave it more and more. So you have to give yourself accomplishable goals and things so that you can go, I need more of this. I want more of this.
Yeah.
Like when you edit a video, you have way more motivation to do the next one.
Yes, it gets very exciting with editing a video, knowing that soon I'm going to be able to share those with my friends and get feedback and have fun with it. And yeah, that's major. So same thing. I think this is why a lot of people share their cosplay process on social media, whether it's, you know, their own Reddit or wherever. It's a way that they can, hey, this is what's going on, and they get, you know, feedback from it. It's a way of, it's been a week. Here's my new step. So
right, holding other people to hold you accountable.
Yeah,
that's like body doubling. Just having somebody else there, it makes a big difference.
It really
makes
does.
You want to like show up and do stuff even when you don't want to.
That's working, but not.
You know, like we're social creatures. Who would have thunk? But yeah, breaking it down into small senses of accomplishments really help you get motivated, in my opinion.
Yes, it does. This one's working, it's just not working as fast as I want it to.
I know. It's okay.
Yeah.
I was looking too. I was like, ooh, what could we smash it with? Not smash it with.
No, yeah.
And watch it not be far enough over.
Yeah, it won't be. I'll probably end up having to take a rotary tool to it and round it out a little more.
You're making me nervous with the way you're holding that blade. I'm just saying.
Oh, fair enough. I am gripping it from the blade. I'm not using the handle at all because of how much wiggle I've gotten from the handle. Plus, I've got the finger strength to be able to hold on to the blade.
Okay.
So, but you're not wrong. That helps.
I know. I'm sorry.
Because I can't. No, you holding it helps because I can't smash it against the table too much. There we are. I think I'm down as far as I can go.
And that's just.
So a couple suggestions.
Values in there.
Rock wants you to get the angle grinder, and TV's he wants you to get the multi-tool out.
Yep, both are accurate. The multi-tool, I've got it. I think it's over there. I don't think I have any of the batteries charged because it's the only Milwaukee tool I still have.
Bernie Davis, I want 15 lightsabers in 2 weeks. We'll start with one. Feel accomplished.
Yep.
And then, well, see, the thing is once you do a prototype, you know the steps involved, and you can mass manufacture in a lot more efficient pace. Mm-hmm. Not saying that you're going to do it like...
Right.
But start with one. Get that sense of accomplishment. Find yourself a deadline. Give yourself a goal.
Yeah.
I believe in you. 15 doesn't seem... Like, that seems completely reasonable. That's enough for a birthday party, you know?
Yeah. And it depends on what the expectations of the lightsabers are.
The quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15 balloon ones might take more time than 15 pool noodle ones.
Right, pool noodle ones, no problem. Even if you want 15 Beyond Geek lightsabers, the only issue with that is sourcing the electronics. Really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the money it takes me to earn. Time it takes me. Hey, it works.
It worked. Okay.
Sweet.
Nice.
And then the silver ring, I handed it to you.
Yeah, you did. I've got it here.
Okay.
And then may have to adjust the height of the bolt inside so it closes correctly.
It didn't click.
It's not clicking. Yeah, that's.
It's not. There it
goes.
clicks. Now it clicks and it's holding.
Nice.
Yay!
Yay! So I gotta lower the bolt by not a lot.
About an
So
eighth.
another question: do you want just a one there, or do you want to put another one?
Just one's fine.
Okay, I was thinking one this.
There's a sticky spot.
Yeah. There's a lot of sticky spots.
Oh,
It's
dust.
yeah. The
It's
brush
not
itself
foam
is
dust,
dusty.
So you're fine.
Yeah, but it's still dust.
I know.
Right.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of sawdust that worked its way inside.
Right. Hey, I finally bought myself a vacuum cleaner. Like.
Oh, there you go.
It's mostly wood floors and tile floors, and so I haven't had a need for one. But
Yeah, but you do.
I now own multiple rugs on the surface, and so now I have a vacuum
Oh, okay.
cleaner, and it's been helping with the dust so much.
Well, that's good.
Although I did buy my first Ryobi tool in like forever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got it's a wet dry vac that mops your floor.
Oh, okay.
And I absolutely love it.
Oh, okay.
It has all the bells and whistles. It has the light so you can see everything you missed, which I'm like, oh geez.
You're right.
that.
I didn't need that.
And I don't have to like sweep and then mop. I can just do it all in one step more
Oh, okay.
often. Although Bruno, since we've gotten it, has peed on it 3 times.
Of course.
He is not happy
Well,
that I am way more on top of it.
yes, and then of course he's probably smelling something you're not. With you're doing all the mopping, so you're picking things into the mop that's now concentrated for him.
Yeah, but then Bruno also says, "Oh, look, a new thing. Let me pee on it."
Yeah,
that
he does.
Bruno
He
is
does
just
do
that dog. So
he
yeah,
totally does that.
yeah. So like he's like, "Hey, look, you got a new thing. Let me pee on it." But it's been amazing, and I'm like, "Okay, Ryobi, you did the right thing." Like this tool
Right.
is well designed, and plus, I got it on super sale, so
Oh, that helps a lot.
instead of paying like full price, I got it like for more than 50% off. So I was like, "This is a good deal."
Super sale is cool.
Right? And it fits in with my battery system, so I don't have to like separately charge anything.
Okay.
And that's why I went over after them. It was purely because of the battery. Silly reasons, but I don't
Oh.
regret it.
So you got it in order to get more batteries and another charger, but
Well, it came with
you
another
had
battery,
the battery.
and another
Sorry.
charger, but I have the whole battery charger set up, so
Right.
it's integrated into the system, so I
Okay.
don't have to like set up a whole new charger
Yeah.
and like never have it charged.
Yeah.
I always have batteries.
Awesome.
So it's a silly thing, but having the power ready and available.
It totally, yeah.
Especially when you're like buying something, you're
Not
like,
quite that silly.
I tend to buy plugged in things because you're going to get better power than battery powered things.
Yes.
But if
Yeah.
I'm going to get a battery powered thing, I at least get the one that fits within my system.
Yes.
So
Yep.
since I'm Slytherin all the way, people. I always thought I'd be a Hufflepuff, maybe a Gryffindor if I was lucky. Never thought I'd like quite kick it with the Ravenclaws, but you know what?
Oh,
I'm
okay.
Slytherin.
Yeah, I was gonna say, she hasn't said Ravenclaw yet. You know where I got sorted, right?
Where?
Ravenclaw.
I'd assume, but I'm just laughing at the whole tools. Like, who's
Yeah.
your
What
house are you
Yeah.
sorted into?
Well, the old Ryobi color scheme was Ravenclaw, so.
Yeah.
A
I
long
actually
time
really
ago.
love the lime green. It feels extreme, but it's not. Like,
Right.
it blends in so easily. Like, it has that vibrant grass green, and green is everywhere when you're, like, working outside. So, like, Ryobi tools, they're not.
There we are. Thankfully, that's easier to adjust than I thought it might be.
Oh, good. And it clicked.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna cut the corner off this one.
Why are you cutting corners?
Dude, this whole project's been about cutting corners.
So you're going to line it up and mark it?
Yeah, so my finger can get past it. Well, I've already made the mark, so I'll
Oh,
just
yeah.
go cut it. If you'd like to put the Alice pack back on,
Can do.
but instead of the bolts you took off, try using these little ones instead. The ones that went here are fine, right?
Okay, yeah.
But I would put these so the pan head of the screw is on this side away
So
from
we're not
us.
stabbing.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
Okay.
I gotcha.
Actually, why don't I just cut both of these at the same time? One of these.
Save time. Makes sense.
Louis Cosby says, "My house is White Claw, not Ravenclaw."
Is there an official like test where this is what house you would be sorted into? Because I've never taken actually really taken one of those.
Could be. Well, I'm glad I got extras of these because I realized that this may not line up the same because the other one may be closer in. But I've got extras because I made, like with the inside piece, I made parts that were an example part.
Makes sense.
It's on the floor.
Did you want to countersink those?
They'll pull into the wood enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's the back.
Click. They don't go far enough in.
They don't go far enough in.
They don't go far enough in.
Okay, maybe they do need to be countersunk. Well, go ahead and
about
put
the other ones
go ahead and put the other
backwards?
ones back in the other way because the head should be fine.
Right?
And
They're
we have
rounded.
enough space, yeah.
Ravenclaw something to do with Harry Potter? Sounds like it. It's that fandom, it is.
It is.
Schultz saying, Dan, what are you doing back there? Putting more hours into your Final Fantasy accounts? I do every day. He's always teasing me about that game.
What?
I lost my house recently. Apparently, going into the house is a thing. If I don't, I thought just logging into the game was how you keep it, but no, I have to actually go into it.
Okay.
So I ended up losing it. I got it back actually.
So this is
Final Fantasy 14.
Where'd you put all the screws?
Which ones are you?
Because these were the ones from the other pack.
Right.
Was it those?
There should be this many of them.
Yeah, there should be 6.
This one.
Uno mas. There we go.
6. And then here's all the other
Nuts and bolts. Awesome. Thank
fiddly
you.
bits.
He's saying sorry about your house, Dan. I got it back. The same board, the same plot. Luckily, no one was because it's a lottery system.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no one else bid on it or entered it. So
All
it was
right.
just me. I got it back.
So your house got repossessed, but you got it back from the bank.
Yeah, what sucks is you have to go to the house reclamation person, gather everything that was in it, even in your storeroom, and all of my inventory is maxed out already.
Of course.
So I had to sell a lot of crap in order to enter the lottery again.
Careful, there's going to be a loud noise.
Made another dart. Yep. Screw you, Mary Poppins. All right.
Mary Poppins?
Yeah. I can't remember the character's name, but there was one point he was flying and Star-Lord jokes about, yeah, you look like Mary Poppins. Who's Mary Poppins? Is Mary Poppins a badass? Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. It's funny as I want to call him Hondo, but that's the guy from Rebels, so.
Getting things done, it gets quiet.
Yep. I'm trying to work. Trying to make things happen. Things are happening. Which is really pretty cool.
Right.
Got the hinge
on one and the quick release.
Yeah, hinge and quick release is on one.
Gotta do it on the other.
Yeah, we're working on putting the hinge on the other. Or unhinged, I think it was the joke you said again, right?
The unhinged one.
Yeah. Don't expect to get the ones on. Not in the
That's
next 10
okay.
minutes.
But the thing is we have two. Come on.
You may have to help it. Sometimes you have to push the button to make it click.
There we go. Okay.
You gotta smoosh it.
Yeah, and I was trying to make it smush. Like I was anticipating putting foam on it, and with the hope that the smush and the tension will kind of really hold it together well.
Makes sense to me. Alright. Actually, I'll put you up here. Okay.
What
do you need?
I need to clamp this down again, because I don't want the two parts moving.
Hinge and a point.
Yep. Not knock over your water. Speed 2 probably better.
Just two? I feel like home improvement.
With the new
More
Binford
power.
48 volt drills got 5 speeds of power.
Need more power! I don't think so, Tim.
Never watched the show.
Not even one.
My guitar mod says, anyone else here think dating after 40 is trying to find the least damaged item at a thrift store that doesn't smell?
Well, that's a pessimistic way to think about it.
Don't worry, Mighty Guitar Mods. I had really good luck. Of course, I wasn't looking. That probably helped. Got to be more genuine to the whole thing.
My brother is saying, he texted me.
Your
"Tell
brother
him to
saying
raise-"
dating is what?
No, my brother texted me. Tell him to raise the pin a little higher so the latch will catch better.
Okay.
He will.
Well,
No, he won't.
depending on
He
where depending where your brother is in the video, yeah, because it's the same. These are the latches that hold. Do you need latches for your
No.
composite hood? Or
Bernie Davis
No, he
says
got huge ones.
Oh, okay.
the pack should sit on its own if the frame's on right, which I think it actually might.
Okay.
What fell off the pack? Oh, yeah, I remember. Bits of the triangle.
Bits of the triangle.
They're like
I mean,
wood
it'll
chips.
lean forward, but
Not quite.
Yeah, it might. There was a 3D print piece that I was looking for, but haven't really found. I forget to really look for it.
I feel like they're now too legit to quit. Like, at this point, if I wore one to a party, I could duct tape them.
Yeah, no, for sure. At this point, we've got wands out of the box that work. We've got corrugated tube. All we need to do is put a wooden dowel stuck into wherever it belongs here to slip the tube over it, and then add duct tape and zip tie and whatever else goes on it. We need to fabricate a small piece because one of the wands didn't come with the
stand.
tube connection
Oh.
piece.
Yeah.
But we have 2 other battery ends, so not a big deal. We can try one. Oh, we ruined it. Well, we get a second shot. Yeah, so the fact that we've got wands, yeah, I'm very excited about this. And with hope, the terror dogs will be at Sac Enemy again, even if they're just there to walk around and have fun.
Right? So
if anybody is going to be in the Sacramento area, which I think I know most everyone who's going to be there. Half of them are in the room. You'll be able to finally see these packs in person. You'll be able to. They are going to be going to SAC Anime. They're going to hang up with the rest of the props.
Are you going to dress up like Ghostbuster for SAC Anime?
Maybe.
For one of the days.
Yeah, cool. I'll have the jumpsuit, but I don't have any of the patches or anything.
What do you need to make your jumpsuit?
Not much. Patches is about it. I don't have the knee pads. I don't have the elbow pads. I don't have the gloves. I've got a couple of belts that'll work.
Gloves are
but
annoying
honestly,
to run around in cons in.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Well, most of the time in the movie, they're just hanging on their belt.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Then, yes. And you have the belts.
Got belts. So could put one together. I just realistically, the only thing I'm missing that is like an iconic, obvious missing piece are the patches. And that's about it.
I've seen them at Five Below. I should have grabbed them.
Oh, okay. What did I see? I saw the little packet of the cheap self-adhesive mustaches at the thrift store recently. It's like, I wonder if that one is in here.
I know exactly what he's talking about. Sergeant Anus, right?
Yeah.
Very specific mustache in very random party packs.
Right.
It's always an Easter egg hunt.
It was an old Smosh thing.
Mm-hmm. It was one of my more favored characters, not gonna lie. I liked it when I read that guy's name in the script.
Well, that was Ian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked most of Ian's characters. He was great as Batman, too.
Right? It's you.
I mean, Anthony was great, so I'm not trying to say
no,
that
he
Anthony...
had his fun moment. Like, I loved dressing him. And different characters. They all have their different
right.
places in my heart.
Even Ian's mom was great.
Oh, I love Ian's mom so much. Yeah. I got to be her stripper legs.
Right? When we were throwing $3 bills at her. $3 and $15 bills at her.
Well, at me. She was the one throwing.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, sorry, at you.
No, I know. But weird, fun, weird memories. But 'tis what it was. And it happened so fast.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
it felt like a grind, but at the same time, like, wow, that was it? That happened in just that amount of time?
Well, we were constantly next one. 18 scenes this time. 15 scenes this time.
Exactly. We've got a 6-page script with 18 scenes to shoot today. You got all the sets built, right? That was fun. How to build sets on top of sets so they can be peeled away like Post-it notes in order to get to the next set.
Why do you think I'm like, diddle daddle? Because we had enough go.
Yeah, pretty much.
We could diddle daddle a little bit.
Yeah, I've burnt enough. And that whole time that we were doing that, it was great because I was also working at KVIE. And the amount of times the management at KVIE, we're saving you from stress. You don't know how stressful it is. Huh? I come to work to relax.
Sometimes, not gonna lie. There's no knee pads, just elbow. The original elbow pads were volleyball knee pads.
Oh, thank you.
You know which ones, though.
Well, they're probably really hard to find at this point, but yeah.
Because the cosplayer, the community probably knows what they are.
I'm sure they do, yeah.
Yeah. And there's also another comment says, why can't Felicia make some? A couple elbow pads. I'm like, well, I could.
Yeah, good. We just need an example or a...
Well, my costume comes with little cheap...
Yeah. And
elbow pads.
Yeah. Even in the original movie, they're in various states of having the uniforms on. I mean, they all put their uniforms on fully to go deal with Gozer. And I think they do it fully when they deal with Slimer. But other than that... Doesn't one of them walk around with it half hanging off for most of it?
Rectangles built into this, like sewn over the top, and then they top stitched a quilted oval onto it.
Come here.
So if we really wanted to, a quilted oval is not that.
I hope this didn't come out further.
And Leo 442 says
they didn't even finish the edge.
They use cannon pads.
See, that's just a raw edge.
Oh, wow.
I think it's been laser cut, though.
Or die cut, yeah.
It's cauterized.
Oh, is it cauterized?
You feel it.
Alrighty.
It's crunchy. Either that or they put a
Oh yeah, it's ran through a hot wire.
kind of a thing. Yeah.
One of the
Something.
two. Yeah.
They melted it.
What were you saying, Dan? This is just soda, by the way. I know it's a glass, and it looks like I'm at Dragon Con already.
This is coffee, not water.
So that was Leo Core 42 uses Canon pads.
Canon
And they cut off excess sleeve material. It's a brand.
Okay, thank you.
Cut off excess sleeve material similar to how they look in Ghostbusters 1.
What are you looking for?
My other... This guy. That block, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. And, of course, this whole thing would be nice, too. Give me a new one, because that was the one that acted up.
That I broke.
Well, it acted up. I don't know if you really broke it, because I've been getting it to work. But because it has acted up, let's just not use it.
Okay, sounds like a plan. I like that.
Use the one that works.
Yeah, let's just use one that works.
Canon volleyball knee pads are less than $20.
Done! I don't think we can make them for scratch. Do you think you can make 4 Canon-style volleyball knee pads for less than $40?
I would make them out of felt
Okay.
and stuff them with foam that's been pre-shaped. Like I would cut, like the seashell bra.
Right.
Like I would shape the foam like that, and then I would glue the felt over it, so then there weren't any wrinkles, and just smoosh it.
Mm-hmm.
And like the thing is I know I could do it for things around my house. Do I want to do it with things around my house?
Right.
Is my time like? Do I want?
Yeah,
to
that becomes the next thing. Is it worth the effort versus just spend the money?
Right? Like at a certain point, I'm like, it's not the things, it's the time.
Yeah.
So.
And it's not like I've got buckets of money, but yeah, just buy them.
Oh, you just buckets of foam.
I got buckets of foam, yeah.
Trying to get some more. We're at 12:22. We're
Thank
not
you.
out of time yet, but
That's a license plate.
we're getting there. Leo Core 42 says, did you remember to install the oscillation overthruster?
I got a 3D file for an oscillation overthruster, and I've printed one once. I've never fully put it together. And I also do remember there was at least one time when Geordie LaForge needed to calibrate the oscillation overthruster. Okay, this is not... This one's sitting a little different. Okay.
What do you need?
So, I don't want to push it this much over.
Because then it's
Because
way into that thing.
Way into that thing. So what I want to do is get...
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I'd like to get some 3mm, a piece of... so this is 6mm MDF. I'd like to get a little piece of 3mm plywood, which I should have some lying around here. Hey, look! And use that instead. Oh, that's got stuff on it. I had the piece...
What are you looking for?
drilling on. This piece.
Okay.
Because this doesn't have paint on it, so I can glue both sides.
There you go. Oh yeah, because that one's totally black. It's been painted already. Careful, there's loud noises. Watch your earphones.
That one's totally blatted.
Whose cause it says, I just have access to buckets of chicken.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. What's more important, money or food? You know?
Food.
Yeah, food.
Food.
Can't think if you're hungry.
Well, I recently watched a live stream where they were playing Oregon Trail and they chose the banker. And they made it no problem.
Okay.
Apparently money worked for them.
Throw money's at your problem sometimes, right?
Yeah. Watched a Gray Still Plays episode recently where he did a world thing where he put people who had everything. They were smart, they were rich, they were charismatic, but they had nothing on their island. And then he put that up against a bunch of other people that didn't have all those great traits, but every resource they could want and 10 times the land. Yeah, the smart rich people won. It's like this didn't go the direction we wanted it to.
Didn't Lord of the Flies up?
Yeah.
I don't really respond to that.
You don't have to respond to that, I guess.
Advexen asking me, how's the leg? Build a nicer one yet?
Advexen. So I'm curious, I know how much Advexen enjoys the spot the item. Now that I've had a different shot of the shop, ever so briefly, I'm curious what he's going to point out on Discord. It's like, yeah, what's over there? Hey, look, it's Dan! Oh, he ran away again. And it's camera 3.
Yeah, I'm just here in the corner reading all your freaking chatter mouths.
Freaking chattermouth people.
Yeah. They're trying to work. That's why it's taking them 2-3 years.
How many years?
How many years?
Yeah, I know.
It's taken a long time because we were very much trying to only do the work
on the stream.
And so if something had to dry, it would end up taking 2 weeks for that step.
And also, like, the easiest way to stretch out a project is to, like, not work on the project. So we were doing it every week, and then we moved down to every other week, and then we're like, you know what, I'm here on this day.
Yeah, started bouncing around. Life got in the way.
It moved from every week. It moved to every other
Your
week.
life changed.
My life changed, right.
Dramatically.
Yeah.
We are in a whole new space.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
so happy with the new space.
And you blink and it's been 5 years. It hasn't been 5 years
No.
on this project,
No,
but
it
we
hasn't.
started doing the live streams in...
It's been 5 years for the streams, yeah.
I like my eyeball.
So this project has taken half of the amount of time you've been streaming overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy and cool to think about.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's just, you know.
You know, it's crazy. I just found the pink Power Ranger outfit.
Oh, and speaking of that, are you excited
That was
that Spirit
before.
Halloween's coming out with a morpher? With
Right.
the coins.
Yes.
Yeah, so that'll jumpstart that project.
Yep. Okay, now I need to do the
That was
whole-
before we started live streaming.
Yeah. Would like to do more Power Ranger builds. That was fun.
Still have the intro with the music.
Still have the intro with the music. I'd love to use again. It's like the only alternate intro I've really got that just, yeah.
To us fun of the time. Which one do you want?
'Twas fun.
So they recently came out with a...
Whichever one works.
I don't know which one was that.
Yeah, whatever. We'll just figure it out. We'll just put one on there.
I forget what the brand is, but they came out with a Thunder Megazord figure.
Oh, yeah, they did.
And it looks so awesome.
Is it McFarlane or?
No. Innovation something. Is what
Oh,
they're
okay.
called. But it looks really cool, and that could possibly be on my list.
Oh. Do you want one of those figures?
No, for the suit.
Yeah.
In which, yeah, I'll have to buy the figure.
Right.
There'll be enough reference pics by that time.
Yeah, I've got a few suits I still like to do, and I'm just not working on any of them right now. Are actively trying to get a suit made for Shock Gremlin. Shock Gremlin wants to do the Nightingale armor from Skyrim, and
Put my hands right where the screw. So.
don't.
I'm missing them. That's fine.
Good. So last night I started cutting apart the. We did the whole duct tape body form, and I was starting to cut the pattern pieces out in order to get a body form made, so we can make the leather armor. The plan is to make actual leather armor.
Are you gonna do a foam mock-up first?
Don't know. Doing a foam body shape.
Dress form.
Dress form, yeah. Doing a foam dress form.
I still
like
want to do
this
half-scale ones, but
Yeah.
I am my own worst enemy.
So what are you trying to say, Dan?
I like this from Lewis. Felicia is Pink Ranger. Does that make Odin and Dan Hulk and Skull cosplay?
Yes.
I don't think I can do that laugh though. It's so high pitched.
Ay.
Oh, that's Alpha.
No, I know. I'm
Yeah.
just like.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be so funny.
Getting Dan ideas.
He was my favorite when I was little.
Which one?
Alpha.
Oh, Alpha. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
Alpha's
no,
the
I liked
robot,
the
right?
Girl Rangers. I liked both the pink one and the yellow one. My friend always insisted on being the yellow one, and so that left me with the pink one. But I liked her because it's Kimberly, and Yeah, she did gymnastics, so she was super cool.
Yeah.
I remember being grounded from Power Rangers and it being a big deal. Like, oh my gosh, I have to sit out while everybody else gets to watch without me.
Yep. And that was at the time when you caught it on TV. You did.
Like, if you didn't catch it that week, you didn't get to know what the jokes were in school.
Right?
Well, you were out of school by then.
Yeah, but you didn't know what the jokes were going to be the next day because everyone's going to watch it and then come to school and talk about it. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody put enough wood glue on this.
Well.
It's really attached well, yeah.
Solidly made. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, it's like I didn't want it to come apart or something. I'm sorry. Such a slacker. You could have used less glue, Odin. No.
Bernie Davis. So Felicia wasn't a fan of Kat, who replaced Kimberly. Honestly, by that point, I was aged out of watching Power Rangers. Didn't care anymore.
My Guitar Mods is asking, what got you grounded from Power Rangers? What did you do?
Probably karate chopping the TV.
I have no idea.
Karate chopping the picket fences. Brody, you gotta go
I'm
down.
not touching you. I'm not touching
Exactly.
you.
That's all it's gotta be.
I
It wasn't
was
like you
in the
didn't have
middle
enough.
seat, not the front seat. And yeah, I don't know. It was a bunch of childhoodness.
Right?
Right?
It wasn't like you didn't have enough siblings to get you in trouble.
I misbehaved on the way home from school. I don't know. I did everything. No.
Yeah, it was cool for me because after the show would come on, I would go straight to my martial arts classes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And, I thought I was a Power Ranger.
Oh, yeah. Jazzed on that, yeah. Well, you could be. I mean.
Oh, that's a good question. Ad Vixen says, well, since you brought it up, Felicia, are you doing the whole head covering or just the neck? Discord for photo, like Kimberly.
They wear like a head sock under the helmet.
The balaclava. That's the technical term if you need to Google it to order one. It's a balaclava.
Baklava?
Baklava. No,
Baklava.
And then if you're Filipino, should I say, there's a bakla.
Okay.
Go ahead and Google whatever.
Don't go Google it. No.
Yeah. But when we were talking about it, I was going to do the costume and he was going to do the helmet, so it would be a full helmet build.
Yeah.
And I got modern thermal underwear. So you know how they used to have waffle thermal underwear? We have microfiber.
Yeah.
And so it's like a long sleeve pink jumpsuit and the top comes long enough to be a skirt. So I was going to take that as my base and modify it so it was accessible so you don't have to know how to sew.
There you go.
And at the time I was like, well, it's cheaper to buy this than it does to buy the fabric, so
Done.
so I still have it. I have the shoes, I have everything but the gloves. I just need to make it diamond and make it hurt,
Yeah.
So eventually.
Steve at SKS Props was just posting that he got a Moria helmet from Starship Troopers to take to Dragon Con. But he bought one that was made out of resin because that's what he wanted to do. Even though he's made a foam one, it's like, no, I'm going to do this and sand it all up. And because it's just Steve's perfectionist. And I'm sure he's probably unhappy with pieces of the helmet that he made. All good. Things that I enjoy. Stuff that popped up recently.
Right?
No, Steve. Really enjoy talking to Steve. Haven't got a chance to talk to him in
Definitely
a year.
Geek out about these things, not going to lie.
Bernie Davis says, Hasbro made a Pink Ranger helmet. You can get one on clearance.
I know, I saw that.
Oh, really? How much is clearance? Is this an Aldi's thing?
Well,
oh, it's time.
It's time to get going. Hey, we got the hinge on, and we got the Alice packs
Yeah,
attached.
that just needs to be screwed on. And
So
Yeah.
I lost the sticks, but I have the screws. I can do this
I
real quick.
got a couple more sticks here. You got
All right,
screws?
so
Okay.
I guess we can start ending the stream. I will trade sides with you, so
All right.
you can do what you gotta do, and I will do what I gotta do. But what's up?
Well, I wasn't sure if I was running solo or not, so at first I put on a body pack.
Oh, look at you being all professional.
Trying.
Like you do this for a living.
Right. Little microphone. When Dan showed up, I switched over to the boom mic. and it was fun to look at it and go, oh, it still has power. I haven't charged the batteries in like a month, but it still has power. It didn't die and go to static.
Oh, good.
Yeah, well, it was a concern.
Still.
Yeah. Alrighty, where are we at? Pink Ranger. Hey, oh, Goodalopus here. Whose idea was a short stream, says Mighty Guitar Mods. It's a short stream. It's my idea because there's something going on in under half. Boo. Yeah, I'm sorry. Hey, I can leave and you guys can finish. It's just another hour.
It's okay. It's going to slide anyways.
You can put it on. You can put the straps on. You can badmouth me. You want to keep going?
No, I'm going to go home.
I'm
going to go get some lunch, chill out,
good
just
plan.
be done.
There's something going on at 1 o'clock that barely have enough time to get to get there on time at the moment. So I want to thank everyone for showing up. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. We've got packs. They're looking really good. We've got packs with, the fact that there's an Alice frame on it now really makes it like,
Like, we almost can wear it.
Yeah, we almost can wear it. One of the things we need to do is put the foam bits on the top. We got the foam, so that's not hard. So we got to put the foam cushion on top. We got all the straps, so just got to put the straps back on. Yeah, definitely taking these to, even if this is as far as it was going to go, was going to take them to SAC Anime. But they're going to have straps. Going to have the wand on it. I'm really sorry we're cutting the stream short, or else we probably would have gotten a wand on one of them. I'm going to come back next week and do a solo stream. Go ahead and make it live. So it'll be next Sunday, same time, and I'll keep working on getting some of these done to get as far along as I can.
Bernie Davis says, short stream, you need to see a doctor about that.
Yep. I'm going to go see the doctor at 1 o'clock. But what's funny is I have been streaming for about an hour and 45 minutes or so. Yeah, because I started a little earlier than normal. But, yeah. Catch you later, everyone. My hope is Odin talking 80s cinema this week has been Dash. Right, 80s cinema. Oh, I don't have time. I'm excited about a movie that came out in 2018 that I just saw a trailer for called Station 76.
Oh, you're going to go off on a tangent?
I'm going to try and keep it really quick. I haven't seen it yet, so I can't go off on it too much. But the fact that it's called Station 76 isn't because it's the 76th station. It's because the entire movie is set in 70s science fiction. Everyone's got a 70s hairstyle. Everything is that taupe and brown color. They look like uniforms are based off of Space 1999, which was a 70s television show.
Is everybody going to be smoking?
The captain smokes.
Like, is it going to be brown? Like that smoke everything.
I don't know. What's funny that you would enjoy, though, is the flats that have that like repeating kind of brown, like you can totally tell it was hand painted by someone who did not use a chalk line, because it's like, oh, those lines are rough. But it's okay. It's a low budget movie. It looks like it should be fun. It could be a total pile of steaming trash, but from the trailers, it looks like it should be fun. Anyway, I'll be back next week. Thank you all very much. Yeah, lots of extra little streams. We did our first Beyond Geek stream. If you're on Discord, you got to see it. See you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm over here. Just gotta get these done so I can go.
Right. Oops. I'm hitting all the wrong things. I just need to just hit end stream mode and that button there. Yeah, that button. Just click that one.
Not that one.
Wrong one.
Damn it.